So today we're gonna do another PC build, and this one is gonna have a theme. I think the theme is pretty obvious, but first I wanna introduce my co-host, these guys.
Hi, I'm Jacob. I do a lot of our social media.
And I'm Chalen. I handle all of our influencer marketing here at microcenter.
There he is.
So Kat on our team, she does a lot of our SEO. She wanted a gaming PC, and we thought, why not use this as an opportunity?
And also her name is Kat, so this is gonna be Kat themed.
It's a little on the nose.
Hi, I'm Kat. I'm the SEO specialist at microcenter. I don't know if you can tell, but my favorite color is pink. So ideally, if it could be pink, that would be great. Pastel, hot pink.
Also, we went, we went full pink and white, so this is gonna be all pink, all white. This is gonna be an insane build.
Before I started working at microcenter, I was completely Apple, so all Macs, iMacs is one of the computers that I really wanted. And then once I started working at microcenter, I really wanted my own PC. Something custom built, something with high graphics, a really strong CPU for multitasking, but custom.
Do you wanna introduce the last cool piece?
I think so, yeah.
The piece de la resistance.
We 3D printed some cat ears for the case.
Well, I'd like my computer to reflect my personality, and I'd like to say that I'm a very bubbly person. So if it could have a touch of fun, that would be great.
This power supply is from Seasonic. So this is the Vertex Sakura GX1000. This is a 1000 watt modular power supply. It has a white and pink design with this nice cherry blossom floral design on the side. And when we got this in, we figured, well, this is a good opportunity to make a full pink and white PC, and I think Kat's gonna love it.
Yeah.
Well, I heard a rumor our video team was creating me a custom PC. Our video team's super creative, so I'm really hoping they give it their best. And whatever it is, I hope I get to keep it.
In this build, we have the AMD Ryzen 7 7700X CPU. This has 8 cores, 16 threads, and it turbo boosts up to 5.4 gigahertz. We're gonna pair this with the Radeon RX 7800 XT, and this is the Hellhound edition, so this is an all-white GPU. Remember, this has 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 VRAM, and then we paired it off with this Corsair Dominator Titanium RGB RAM. So this is a 32 gigabyte kit, so it's gonna be two 16 gigabyte sticks, and this goes up to 6600 megahertz. Motherboard that we're using is gonna be the Gigabyte B650 Aorus Elite AX Ice. This is a white motherboard. Now, typically with these build videos, we do like to show the microcenter bundles, but because we wanted to keep this thematic, we had to go and get something a little bit different, and that's why we got the white version of this. The funny one that we have is gonna be this Western Digital Black SSD. This is the SN770M, and this is the 1 terabyte, but it's a 2230.
What does that mean?
It's 22 millimeters by 30 millimeters long, and it's a lot shorter than a 2280, which is a usual one that you use for a build like this. I just happen to have an extra one of these laying around, so I figured we'll just put it in.
Yeah, should fit.
We have an extender. We're gonna test it out and see if it works. And we're gonna be selling them very soon. Everything's gonna be housed in this Lian Lancool 205. This is the pink variant. So this comes with two 140 millimeter fans built in and a 120 fan on the exhaust, and all of those are gonna be RGB fans.
So you might say it's cool.
Very cool. And speaking of cool, we have the DeepCool AK620 digital air cooler. This is the white variant. It has a little screen on the top, so you get a digital display of all of your status on your PC. And it also has this really nice ARGB LED strip, so I think that's gonna look pretty cool. For the overkill part, because we wanted to go all out with the pink, we got the Razer Kraken V2 Kitty Edition. This is a USB wired headset. And then to go with that headset, we also got the Razer Siren V3 Mini. And then to go a little bit further, we got the glorious GMMK2. This is the 65% version, fully pink, fully RGB. And then we got this really nice pink and white desk mat to really pull the whole thing together. And then the mouse that we have with this is gonna be the Pulsar X2 V2. And this is a Demon Slayer edition. Fully pink design. This is pink all across the board. This is gonna be crazy. All right, I'm really looking forward to this one. Do you guys wanna dive into it?
Let's go.
Let's get it.
So we're gonna get the motherboard set first, so he's gonna open that. I'm gonna start opening other boxes and get them ready.
This motherboard with the white with the silver accents, this looks incredible.
So we have 3 people building today, so we should be building 3 times as fast, right?
That's kind of the goal.
That's not how this works.
Yeah, that's not how this works at all.
If anything, it's 3 times longer. Because it's just people getting in each other's way.
Installing the Ryzen 7 7700X right now. So we're gonna go ahead and do the mounting bracket for the cooler.
But we do sell these extenders, by the way, and we're gonna have a variety of these available in store, so.
This Dominator RAM looks just absolutely incredible.
I still can't believe how tall it is.
It's really tall. It should fit just fine.
Come on, doctor. You need good precision.
It's too,
Gonna be too short.
it's not gonna fit because it doesn't have a post hole for it. Shaylin was nice enough to provide us with a replacement drive.
Crucial sent this over not too long ago. I really like this packaging.
You don't need any tools to put the drive in. It's just there, all installed. Peel that off, slides right in.
I like it. It's very clean. The aesthetics are there. I think it's gonna fit really well with this build.
Wow, that is gorgeous.
Now, the only problem is the case I picked doesn't have a window
Oh,
for the power supply. Should we make one?
we do have a Dremel.
Yeah, see? This slides out.
Hey,
There we go. I like that they put the manual and everything in the case. And we can totally just like mill out just a nice little window.
easy.
I can get a measurement for this. We could do this.
we can do this.
We're gonna do this. The case has two 140 millimeter fans in the front, one 120 millimeter fan in the back, and it all has RGB. And I like that it already comes with the controller pre-installed. And this is like a very simple controller. You know, obviously Lian has like more complex controllers for the stuff with like screens and other fans. All right, I'm gonna take out the 2.5 inches as well. So this one has the IO plate pre-installed, by the way, which is what I prefer because it's so much easier.
Much easier.
When you're putting in the screws for the motherboard, you really don't have to crank down super hard on all the screws.
The Seasonic Vertex Sakura GX1000 also comes with PCIe Gen 5, which is very good when you're using a different graphics card than we have today. We also do have a lot of 8 pins, which we will be using.
All right, so we're putting the exhaust fan back on the back. It was a little bit snug in this case, getting the motherboard in, so we had to take the fan out. And then Jacob is prepping power supply, because we're gonna get that in place, and we're just gonna run the power cables. This is a 4-pin. Wow. So I think because of the profile of the RAM, we might have to do single fan.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Living proof that we did it the right way. We took off the sticker. This is not the proper method for applying thermal paste, by the way. So I'm just gonna put a big gloop in the center and just live with my failure. Yeah, so I like to turn it like a little bit so it catches on one side. All right, so I'm just alternating tension on each screw.
Yeah, you don't want to crank down one before the other.
We're gonna do a single fan for this one.
We do need more fans. Subscribe now.
This just magnetically goes foink. And then there's a channel on the side here, and that's what the cables are gonna run down. And USB header's missing a pin, so we're just gonna line it up with the missing pin. And then I'm gonna run this. This is the RGB strip. I'm gonna run this to the controller. So this should match up to the other fans. Jacob went outside, and I think he's cutting some metal.
I heard some noises.
Yeah, I think they're still going. So what we did was we put the front panel on and we took a marker and we traced a square on where the window has to go for the panel so you could see the power supply. Shaylin and I did all of the cable management here. And last thing we gotta do is put in the GPU.
Let's do it.
So one quick thing I wanna show is that there's actually this little cutout here. So we can just run the cables for the GPU here. It's gonna look a lot better than when you run it from like all the way back here and have to run it around. This is gonna look a little bit more natural. Like that?
Yep.
There you go. Well, you know, we still haven't gotten into the peripherals. We're gonna have to open that up and see.
Oh my goodness, I completely forgot about that.
Are you gonna test drive the kitty, the Kraken kitty?
I would be so honored.
There you go. We have to install Windows
We do need to install Windows.
while he's installing a window.
While they're in there doing a little bit of cable management, I wanted to make sure that we can see the star of our show, the power supply. So I'm going to cut a window in this side panel.
All right, so we got a monitor. We got this all set up. Let's see if it turns on.
Survey says
Ooh.
bingo.
That's a good sign. Hey, it posted. Okay, so I was trying to fix something and my finger slipped and I hit a pin. But look, it posted.
All right, so we installed Windows. Did you?
Not just yet. We had a little bit of technical difficulties.
So it's looking like come Monday.
Yeah, come Monday when our Dremel tool arrives so we can properly cut out. Show them what we did, by the way, because we
have a line. It's a little hard to see.
we scuffed it real good.
We scuffed it real good.
So if you decide that you want to do any custom designs into your case, make sure you get the right tool set.
And then take them and submit them to our build showcase.
Yeah, that's right. We do have a build showcase where you can submit pictures of your build and we do post them and share them. So overall, I think the build came out really good. I'm actually really happy with this.
Yeah, I think it looks great,
we're
except
just missing
the window's a little big right now.
I mean, you could leave it off to show the power supply, but it's ugly because all the cables are
yeah. But the window will work. All right, let's go ahead and install another kind of windows.
All right, so we finished the build. It is the next day because it did take us like all night to finish this up and everything else, but I think we got it going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you want to talk about your part?
Yeah, absolutely. So this was a little bit more involved than I had originally anticipated. We didn't have the right cutoff wheels with the Dremel, and the Dremel that we had was a little bit too thick. So we had to get an extension and different cutoff wheels just to make sure that we could get into this nook and cranny. And then it's been a little while since I've had to do that, so I was maybe a little bit off, maybe a millimeter from side to side. So I printed this white frame, and I think it came out great. It really brings your attention to the power supply.
And the other thing that we 3D printed is the cat. We turned the PC into a cat. We got the cat ears, we got the cat eyes, nose, and mouth. And so we mounted this to the top and to the front, and we wanted to make sure that we put this in a way where it's not going to obstruct the airflow coming in. And to complete the cat theme, we also 3D printed a cat GPU stand for this GPU. So you can see the cat is kind of like walking out of this stand. I really like that you have this little screen here. You can show your temperature, time, or whatever other settings. This little cable comb cover that came with the power supply, Seasonic provided these, and it just looks great. It's a nice little extra touch that brings this whole thing together. This build came out solid. I'm really happy about this one. And also, we got a bunch of really cool peripherals.
When you have an all pink PC, you have to have the all pink peripheral setup. So we went ahead and got all of the pink accessories from Microcenter. We got the GMMK Compact V2 and the pink edition. Got to keep it themed. We went ahead with the Pulsar X2 Demon Slayer edition. Now this is one of many different characters that you can pick up at your local Micro Center. Had to go with the pink one. We went with the Razer Siren V3 MIDI. It is tap to mute, which I think is a fantastic addition. However, we do have the piece de la resistance on this, the Kraken Kitty headset. There is a microphone on this, and you have to look good when you're gaming.
Okay, well that's everything that we did for this build and everything that we're putting together with the peripherals. So why don't we go get Kat and we'll show her her cat-themed PC.
Sounds great. Let's do it.
I'm excited.
All right, Kat, come in. All right, we got this board here, but look, ta-da!
That's so cute. Look at his little nose.
Fully pink and white. Yeah, it's got a little 3D printed cat that we put. And check it out, it's got a nice little window here too, so you can see the flowers and the power supply.
Oh, and the nose would go mouse. I'm so excited. It's so cute. It's perfect. It's beautiful. I feel like it's my birthday. And this is very cartoony, so I think it works.
I know, right?
The SEO work can get pretty intense, so we wanted to make sure you had a PC to match it.
You know, it's a lot of multitasking. You would be surprised.
This thing can handle it.
Yeah, that's why we got you a beefy GPU, Ryzen 7 7700X. 32 gigs of RAM, I think I put in here. All right, well, I think that about wraps it up for this PC build. It took 3 of us to put this together. But I think we got the job done. We do want to do more thematic builds in the future, so make sure you submit any ideas that you have for themes that you want us to do for a PC build. And remember, you can get all of these things at your local Micro Center. And if you don't have a Micro Center near you, comment hashtag I want a Micro Center near me. So today we're doing another build, but this one is gonna have a theme. And I think I'm gonna need some extra help on this one. So I have these guys that are gonna help me out.
You're supposed to move the thing, man.
No, you were gonna move it.
I really like it.
Isn't that nice?
It's really sweet.
This is what you get for giving people eggs all the time.
I knew being nice to people would pay off.